Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mighty, 95, 56. You ain't going nowhere.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Saints.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got it. Hey, easy. Check the call. 51, Mike. 51. Whoa. Right here, guys. Mike 51.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
21. 61. Matchbox right.
From the 45 on second down, Breeze. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
They go play action here on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Bridgewater with a keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Hey, Haywood. 54. Watch the curve.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They go with a fullback line. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Zach Line, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
280. 40's a mark. 40's a mark. Come on, the ball. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Check my 40. Watch the clock.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming. Watch the safety creep.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Green 80.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Ready, 95-56. 11.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill.
On 1st down, Murray. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, Charlie.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
1st down, New Orleans.
Ready.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Breeze now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Under 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they get.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Protein spill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check 50, check 50.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Bang out, bang out, bam, bam. Tempo, tempo.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll come out in the pistol. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Flying 90.
Squeeze. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Kamara running right. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Go.
Check 24. Check 24.
Good.
Throwing again here. Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Exit.
Here's the fullback, Zach Line. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Check tight. Mike's 40. Who that? Check your hot read.
Friday.
Again, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And Cook has it, left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Lockett. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Move 15. 40's a mutt. 40's a mutt. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Good job right there. Check back 40. Check back 40.
On first down, it's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
380. 56, right there, 56. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They run again with Carson. Sheds off the tackle. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. And you've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Check. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Not today, Lamar. Not today. Kill. Check, check, check. Hey, zoom.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On the ground, Kamara. Powering his way forward. There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara His second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. What's good on the extra point? And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I smell fear in that offense.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Joker.
Now it's Carson. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the slant.
Go. 40. Run left.
Mike's 56. Here we go.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check 56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Watch twist. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Run pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Von Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 83 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Ezekiel Ansah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Kamara trying the right side. Got some room at the 30. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I got you. Jim. Easy.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Second time, defense, let's go. Check 43.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike, 4 down. Mike 40, check.
Alert.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Mike 56. I'm coming after you.
Wilson operating from the gun. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
56, Mike 56. Alert. Check three.
So that'll back them up 5. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Ready? You ready?
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Opposite.
Again, it's Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
56. Mike, 56.
Throwing now is Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Alert. SOS.
Got it. 56 to Mike, boys. Check 56.
Check pass. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
One last shot for Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Demario Davis in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our